This is Brett Crossley and Jon Gerardi with the Williamsport Sun-Gazette, Day 8 of Little League coverage, and we're here to talk about the international field. I want to talk a little bit about Kotaro Kiyomiya, the Japanese pitcher with the Gerardi, so why don't you tell me a little bit about him?
Well, he's Japan's ace pitcher, phenomenal pitcher as you've seen throughout this World Series. I think you could probably argue Japan, I think, has one of the best pitching staffs here at the Little League World Series, both U.S. and international. He didn't throw yesterday, but I think really Japan was kind of in a win-win situation yesterday. You know, you win, you're in the title game, you lose, you still play today, so I don't think they were really... I think they were saving him, hoping they'd advance to the championship game, which they did. So hopefully, if he can throw the championship game, he'll give whoever wins this a real test, because he's, you know, obviously one of the more talented pitchers here in the World Series. Speaking of Japan, their hitting coach was talking about them still not being adjusted to hitting. What did you kind of take away from that?
I think it was a little bit surprising, but like one of our coworkers pointed out, it's just the expectations that this Japanese team has that they put on these kids. You get 8 hits yesterday, and they still are talking about adjustments that they could have made. And I think, again, that goes to show you the determination and just the level that they're held to and expected to perform at. And we were talking a little bit about that. I guess just talk to me a little bit about Panama and getting readjusted after yesterday's game. They are playing behind us, but how do you get readjusted into a game and get back into that after such a devastating loss yesterday?
Yeah, I think they really just have to, you know, like typical sports say, you got to take that loss, put it behind you, and move on to the next one. They can't get hung up on that because that'll eat at them and they won't play. They'll play sloppy today. They do have a tough one though in Mexico. Mexico's offense is one of the best offenses there are. They're hitting home runs. I think they lead the World Series in home runs. So as long as they can stay focused on the game at hand and not let yesterday's loss get track of them, they should do pretty well. Talk about the Mexican replacement coach, I believe it is, Cesar Meda. You saying he was coming in and talking to the kids. What was he saying?
Yeah, well, it was interesting because he said to me yesterday, yesterday before their game, he couldn't sleep, he was nervous, he couldn't eat anything. He decided to call the kids together, got them in the rec room, spoke with the kids, and he said for some reason after speaking to them, just hearing their determination and their goals and everything that they wanted to do moving forward, he said from that point on there was absolutely no nerves whatsoever. And I think it shows. I think in pregame warm-up they had the kids out here, everyone's kind of real lighthearted, goofing around, ready to take infield. And I do think it's going to really help this team right now to rally around this hitting coach. And then once they get their normal head coach back, I think it's really going to help them.
Yeah, definitely.
And then just lastly, talk to me a little bit about championship preparation. We talked a little bit about Japan's situation. I think they're in a good spot because of their starting pitcher and, you know, having survived this far, but not having to use them. But now they run into time off. And I know how hard it can be to get readjusted. So can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, they definitely have to take these 2 days off and not get too, you know, relaxed, not too distracted by everything. They got to make sure that they're, you know, still out at the batting cages, getting practices in. Make sure the pitchers are rested, still throwing good. Because when they come out, whoever wins this game behind us right now is Panama and Mexico, and they're going to have a tough task. It won't be a cakewalk for them in the international championship. So as long as the coach for Japan can keep this team focused and ready to play, they should do all right on Saturday.
All right, this is Brett Crossley and Jon Gerardi for the Williamsport Sun-Gazette. Just like Japan getting ready for the championship game, we're still making adjustments here, so we'll see you tomorrow for championship Saturday.